Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more AFL Live Evolution. We're playing as the Brisbane Lions on the Coach Career Mode series. This is episode 6, round 14 in the Premiership ladder. So in today's episode we have 3 matches, the first of which is against GWS, Greater Western Sydney. And then we face, of course, Geelong and CARLTON. So 3 pretty big matches in today's episode, which will really decide our season. We're more than halfway through the league campaign, you could say, and then we've also got finals. So I want to try and win the minor premiership. As long as we make top 8, I don't really mind, but winning that minor premiership will give us the morale boost to hopefully go on and do well in the finals. So guys, if you still are enjoying this series and would like to see more, the best thing you guys can do is leave a like and a comment, and subscribe if you're new around here. So we're currently first in the AFL Premiership season on 40 points, only 4 ahead of West Coast in second. GWS are in third, Carlton 4th, Sydney 5th, Hawks 6th, St Kilda 7th, and Essendon in 8th. Western Bulldogs, Crows, Melbourne, Geelong, Fremantle and Collingwood making outside the other half. So Martin wins the ball here. GWS in third. Oh, that's a high ball though on Bell. GWS, pretty decent this season. They have some of the best youngsters in the competition, obviously being recently formed over the last couple of years. Man, he just out-muscled Hipwood. Oh, he hits it loose though. Hipwood scores the first point for the match behind. Bastanak can't get to it on Tom Scully. So we're still playing the exact same lineup. Hipwood, Bastanak, Leicester up top. Hipwood 76 rated, Leicester 79, Bastanak 79, Bell, Rich, Christensen at half forward, 80, 83 and 77. Zorko, Beams in the midfield with Rockcliffe, 85 for Beams, 90 overall for Zorko, 86 for Rockcliffe though. Taylor, Robson on the wings, 81 for Robson, 81 for Taylor. Our backline is our weakness. Beams manages to score the first goal of the match. We've got Cutler in the defence, Myers, Gardner, Andrews, Haywood and Robson. Cutler 76, May 77, Robson 73, Haywood 79, Andrews 78 and Gardner 74. But Hipwood has rocketed up in stats this season. Guys, let me know in the comments players you'd like me to sign for next season. I want to bring in 2 new forwards, 1 midfielder, 2 defenders and maybe a new ruckman. Because Stephen Martin's been playing good, but we could keep him on the bench as sort of a rotational player. He's 28. He's getting a little bit past it. We need someone else up top. But Hipwood is really staking his claim. But the thing is, right, Hipwood is a teenager. He's a youngster at the end of the day. You don't want to put an entire campaign on his shoulders to be the top goal scorer. Obviously, we want to keep him in the starting 11, maybe rotating through the bench. But if we can have someone like Lance Franklin, Tex Walker, Ben Brown, maybe up front would be a bit better. Rich finds Leicester in the pocket. Unfortunately, he tried to, but didn't. Hipwood intercepts. I've been saying this from the start. You need to put someone big on Hipwood because he's got a good kick on him, but he just outmarks everyone left, right and centre. Leicester steps up. He goes big. Increases the lead to 19 points for the Brisbane Lions, keeping GWS to a scoreless first quarter. In the second now. Martin, Rockcliffe, GWS trying to break. Rich breaks away himself, trying to find Hipwood. Bastanak got to it somehow though. Bastanak steps up. I've been on Bastanak's back a bit. He needs to sort of step up. He does. He scored a really good goal in the last episode, just inside the 50. But he needs to score a lot more goals. It's really Leicester, Hipwood and Rich sort of carrying. We're playing a very direct style of play, going through the midfield channels, not really pushing the wings and using that many handballs. Oh, what was that? Throwing the ball. Okay, Zorko puts it up to Hipwood. What a piercing pass. Hipwood to increase it to 30 plus points. He does in the third quarter now. 17 minutes in. Hipwood, man, his goal scoring tally is immaculate, to say the least. Rich mistimes the ball. GWS, oh, nice Mitchie on the wing there. He's probably someone we should replace. He's getting a little bit past as well. Finds Leicester. Ryan Leicester steps up. Not a bad attempt, but it wasn't behind at the end of it. GWS play on. Matt DeBoer. Oh, Bastanak intercepts. You really just need to bomb it like really high up. There's no point just sort of passing it around the back line. Bastanak goes big. Big Basti. Wow, what a goal. We're still keeping GWS a goalless as well. Martin wins the ruck. Oh, look how much space we got here with Zorko. Cool, calm and collected. He nearly goes out on the full though. Yeah, Daniel there couldn't quite get to it. Oh, Bastanak intercepts. Whoever's marking Bastanak is having a shocker of a match. Basti steps up, finds Hipwood just outside the square to the left. Hipwood, left-footed, this is where you want him. He can hook it around there quite comfortably. Stretches it to 40-plus points. GWS, 8 wins and 4 losses this season on 32 points. Drawing with Carlton in 4th. Look like they're going to be pushed further down the top 8. They get it away here quite well, though, finding Aiden Core. Williamson is probably someone I'd really like to pick up from GWS. He'd be really quite cool. He's a good youngster, good defender. Devon Smith, outside the 50, puts it to the box, but it's Joshua Kelly. Rises to the occasion with a specky over the top. I did say our defence is a bit leaky, but the thing is, right, we haven't really been pressured. We haven't really been pushed in our defence. It's all been winning it in the midfield and just pushing it and just being clinical up front. Kelly scores the first goal for GWS in today's match, picking up 1 disposal as well. Trying to get back into it, trying to claw themselves back into it. Matt manages to get to it for Greater Western Sydney. GWS find Phil Davis. Oh, okay, not bad from GWS, a bit unlucky there, but Bastanak, man, he's rose to the occasion. It's been sort of the Bastanak and Leicester show, even though Hipwood's been picking up the goals, but Bastanak and Hipwood have really put in the hard yards. Basti steps up. Oh, he's hit the post. Ah, unlucky Basti. GWS fire into a contested position. Phil Davis, why are you going so short there? Leicester. Oh, they're having a shocker. Leicester puts it to Hipwood. He just outmarked. Oh, I've been saying this for bloody years. You need someone tall. That was shit from me, though. What did I do that for? Come on, get to it, someone. Oh, this is scrappy now. GWS on the break. Look how much space they've got as well. Zorko, though, intercepts. What is he, 90 rated now, Zorko? Insane. Finds Leicester. Oh, how has he gotten to that? Leicester steps up to increase the lead to 50 points for the Lions. Hipwood's in the square. It didn't go all the way, but Rich explodes from centre forward, and he finally puts the nail in the coffin to make it 50-plus points. 8 disposals as well. Good on you, Rich. And that's it. He did that sort of like fake kick thing. That's hilarious. The full-time whistle has blown. We've claimed a huge victory over GWS here today. Hipwood picking up the man of the match. I don't know. Bastanak played really well as well. Hipwood with 3. Bastanak with just the 2. And now we go on to face Geelong for the first time this season. Now, just before we get stuck into the 2 last matches of today's episode against Geelong and Carlton, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simulate the match against Essendon because I want to play every team in the Premiership at least once, but I don't want the series to drag on for too long. We've already played Essendon previously, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to simulate just this match. We're doing really well in the league, so even if we draw or lose, it's not going to affect our season overly too much. So we have an away match against the Bombers. We've already played them this season, of course, so let's simulate ahead, and we've lost. We lost against the Power in a simulation match as well. I think we've only won 1 simulation match. 106 points to 84. Just sort of shows you Zacharakis getting the man of the match, followed by Rich and Bell. Just sort of shows you what like a proper match is like. Obviously, because I'm only playing with 2 and I think it's like 2.5 minute halves. It does take. The scoring isn't as high, but as long as you don't concede overly that much, it's it's quite fun. It usually averages out percentage-wise. So we're going to be playing at the Gabba here today against Geelong. Dangerfield is going to be coming up against us. There's a couple of Tasmanian youngsters I want to pick up. And because of that simulation match, unfortunately, we've picked up some injuries. Sam Mays has picked up a 3-week leg injury, and Cutler has picked up a 5-week hip, which isn't good. Mays and Cutler are part of my backline. I don't have overly that much stuff into, like, in my staff. I haven't put that much into injuries, so it's going to take a little bit longer for them. We're currently first in the AFL Premiership, followed by GWS, West Coast, Hawthorn, St Kilda. Obviously, Hipwood is still our top goal scorer on 42 goals, which is insane. Leicester on 18, Rich on 13, Bastanak on 12 as well. So we're going to have the second match of today's episode, our first against the Geelong Cats at the Gabba. This is round 16. I'm going to play every single match this season in the first season. Maybe in season 2 we probably might only play against the top 8, top 4 sides, because we've also got, there's 24 matches a season without including finals. So it does take a little bit of a long time to go through the series, but hopefully we can pick up a win against Geelong here today. Like I said, we've got to watch out for Paddy Dangerfield, who is top talent, and hopefully we can pick up our second win for the episode. Our defence is a little bit shaky with those injuries now, but hopefully we can rely on the midfield and the attack. Stephen Martin steps up. He gets a really nice punch away. Rich gets smashed to the ground, but Stephen Martin with the tackle gives away no opportunity. Martin back on the ruck. Geelong win it. Geelong still breaking away. Come on, Zorko. Can't quite get it away. Only as far as a Geelong player. This is scrappy. It's gone out of bounds in the first half. Still 0-0 at the Gabba. Stephen Martin. He's only just won the ruck there. Geelong, we're trying to still break away. It's still relatively scrappy. Another ball up. McStay coming off. Oh shit, Geelong break away and score the first goal of today's match against Geelong. Zach Smith breaking away. He's got sort of like, look like he had sort of odd socks there. One high was one low. Oh, for fuck's sake. Geelong get it away. Mitch Robson on the wing. He's getting a little bit old, Mitch, so he might need to replace him next season. Leicester coming out from the forward pocket. Lines up. A wayward shot in the end. Bastanak. Oh my god. The Geelong player gets to the punch, but did he completely miss time? I guess what was that, a mark then? It looked like the Geelong player got a fist to it. Regardless, Bastanak steps up and scores the first goal for Brisbane in the first quarter. It's 1-1 for either side. The Lions and the Cats go toe-to-toe. First disposal, Christensen running up and celebrating with him. Another ball up. Oh, I think we might have just won that. Oh, that's a high tackle. Mitch Duncan and Jared Jansen. Jansen or Jansen? I don't know. Obviously, I'm thinking of the Tottenham Hotspur player called. He's Dutch and he's Jansen, so he might be Dutch. It probably should be pronounced Jansen, but it could be Jansen. I'm not entirely sure. That's a poor ball there over the top to Lockie Henderson. Oh, what? Deliberate rush behind. Never fear. Don't worry. Hipwood is here. He's going to slot this one back. I don't know if that's we've had a bit of a fluff up in a couple of the refereeing rules, but regardless, the Brisbane Lions are ahead here today. Hipwood, and it's great to see Christensen getting around the team. Martin. Oh, okay. Throwing the ball advantage. Not bad. Rich from centre forward marks. He's trying to find Hipwood deep. He's got the wind with him, so he can get a pretty decent shot away. He's hit it to the top of the goal square. Hipwood rises to the occasion once more. A clinical mark. Hipwood puts it into the back of the... I keep on saying back of the net. He thumps it into the fucking crowd. 4 disposals to 2 goals. Hipwood, 6'8", hard as fuck. He isn't a Swedish hero. I'm just copying like the Zlatan song. Martin... Ruckman goes big to Rich at centre forward. Man, he's hoovering up all the balls at that half. Leicester gets to it as well. He's got the wind with him. Leicester, if he gets the accuracy right, never fear. Hipwood's in the box though, but it was Bastanak to get to it in the end. Bastanak plays on. Doesn't need the set shot. Scores another goal for the Lions here today. Hipwood and Rich coming into celebrating. Bastanak with his second of the game. Bastanak again with a clinical mark. Plays on relatively quickly. Finds Leicester. I was trying to... Oh, damn it. He found Mitch Duncan. I was going for Leicester, but... Jared Janssen gets to it somehow. He's got the wind with him. He's a youngster. He's a squad rotational player. Janssen finds... Oh, he's trying to find Hipwood. Bastanak steps up. Oh, very narrowly misses the post there for the Lions, but increases our lead to 30-plus points to Geelong's 6th. It's becoming a bit of a fortress up at the Gabba now. Beams breaks away only as far as Rich. He gets to it. Just straight down the mid lanes, guys. Nothing too fancy. Hipwood, just try and get it to Rich and Hipwood. Play it straight, minimal handballs, and don't push to the wings. Hipwood steps up. Hipwood with the left. Hits it to Bastanak and Leicester. Grabs it. 31 to make it 37. Leicester plays on around the bend in the third quarter. Makes it 37 points for the Lions. Leicester's first goal of the match. 4 contested marks and 3 disposals. Harrison's in the ruck now. He gets tackled. Geelong trying to get the breakaway. Close. Leicester. Tom Rockcliffe. Look how much space Rockcliffe has. Cool, calm and collected. Oh, no. Puts it for a behind. Mitch Duncan. Why are you doing that, you fucking moron? Cutting in front of goal. Can we get the spillage? What was that? A throw. Okay. Interesting umpiring decisions here today. Bastanak's going to step up. He's been on fire this match along with Leicester, putting so many balls in for Hipwood. To be fair, Rich has been playing good. It's a team effort, guys. And overall, I'm very happy with the team's performance. Geelong, McStay completely mistimes the mark. Geelong, oh my god, Mitch Robson with the specky. Jezelenko, you beauty, over the top there. On the wing as well. Another ball up in the fourth quarter here. Looks like Geelong win it though. Oh my god, how have we gotten to that? Hipwood, 6'8", man. You need to put your tallest player on him. I'm always banging on about him because he's a fucking broken player in this game. He's so overpowered. Hipwood scores his third of the match. 7 disposals. The hat-trick hero. From the ball up, 52-6 for Geelong. That's holding the ball there from Zorko. Geelong whip it wide. A nice mark from Jackson Thurlow. Trying to put something in for the Cats. Torps it just inside 50. And it's a goal from Jackson Thurlow. 2 goals for Geelong. But we're already well away at the moment with nearly 10 goals in this match. Zorko trying to create something for Rich. Rich manages to beat his man. He's outside the 50 now. He's got the wind with him. Rich hits it from 50 with the wind. It was nearly a super goal if this was pre-season. Do they still have that rule? If you get like... I think, do you get 8 or 9 points if you hit it outside the 50? Anyway, Rich loads up outside 50, hits it and hits it hard. He is relentless and ungiving. And in this match, we will be victorious. Wow, what a spectacular goal. Put his laces through it. Just a well-timed kick. Rockcliffe gets it. And Hipwood, why is Hipwood uncontested there? And we're decimating the Cats here today. Hipwood puts another one past the Geelong defence. 60 points plus for the Lions. Hipwood with his 4th goal and his 8th disposal. Christensen manages to beat his man coming first inside. Geelong trying to get it out. That's a poor... I've completely mistimed that, but Hipwood's going to get to it. Never fair. Hipwood is here to score, what, his 5th goal of the match? The wind is a little bit ridiculous at the moment, but we're so close. It's not going to matter. We've broken 70 points here today against the Cats. 5 goals for Hipwood, and he looks like he's pretty nailed on to be the Brownlow medalist winner, hopefully. 72 matches. 72 points for the Lions, 11 goals. Hipwood picking up the man of the match. Bastanak and Leicester getting up there as well. 2 goals for the Cats and only 12 points. Bastanak picking up 4, Hipwood 5, Rich picking up just the 1. Now, guys, before we get stuck into the match against Carlton later, we've got a simulation match against Richmond, round 17. Like I said, we're doing really well in the ladder previously. We're nearly 10 points ahead of Carlton in second, West Coast third, GWS doing well as well. Essendon, Swans and Hawthorn. Richmond are in 14th. They've lost 8 this season. We've already played them previously, so there's no point of playing them twice. We might as well play a team that we haven't played before in Carlton. Hipwood has scored 47 goals this season. Insane. So we're down at the Etihad Stadium. We're going to have a simulation match here against Richmond, and we win 44-38. One of the lowest scoring simulation matches. 6 goals. Leicester picking up the man in the match along with McStay and Jansen. Okay. Bastanak and Leicester not up there as well. Fascinating to see. 2 goals for Leicester, 2 goals for Hipwood. Like I said, a pretty low scoring match, which is surprising. Okay, let's get into the third and final match of today's episode against Carlton. Unfortunately, after that match against Richmond, there has been a foul, a player suspended. So we have the option to plead guilty or we can appeal. I'm going to appeal the match for Christensen. Appeal, let's see, and it's accepted. Obviously, I don't know how serious the challenge was because it was a simulation match, but we should be pretty well alright. Here is the squad. You're most welcome to pause and have a look at the overall rating. Zorko's 90 overall, which is insane. Beams 87, Rockcliffe up there as well. Unfortunately, we've still got Cutler and Mays injured, so our defence is a little bit leaky after those matches. But it's not too bad. We managed to smash the Geelong Cats because the thing is right. Our defence is the weak point of our squad, and if you can nullify Rich and Hipwood, it makes us very blunt. We're very toothless without Hipwood and Rich. So if this is an online play, you just basically try and man mark Rich and Hipwood out of the game and then just try and press the defence. We've got a pretty decent midfield, and our forward line's pretty clinical. Not the best in the AFL, but we can do the job. So it's pissing down with rain at the Gabba here. Today we're versing Carlton. Bryce Gibbs is quite good. Dale Thomas, man. I used to love Dale Thomas when he played for Collingwood with those dreads. He was so awesome. He'd be a player I'd really love to bring. I think he got demoted to the VFL not too long ago because he's been a little bit inconsistent. But Daisy Thomas would look good in maroon, I reckon. But regardless, the third match of today's episode, a win against Geelong straight off the bat. Let's get stuck into the Carlton crew here today. Stephen Martin win the ruck. Brisbane trying to break away. Rich has got some space. He's been tackled. No priority from Patrick Cripps. Carlton win the ruck, but it's been holding the ball from Zorko. Carlton trying to break now. Lewis Taylor completely misses his man on Liam Jones. Rowan Beckwith trying to track back, but Charlie is going to step out here just outside the 50 and puts it by for Carlton. They score the first goal of the match. First disposal as well. Yeah, the Carlton team are celebrating like they've won already. Rowan Beckwith from half back. That's the first half gone. 7 points to just the 1. Stephen Martin. Can he win this ruck battle? He's early. He has won it though. Try and get it to a Brisbane player. Martin tackles Rich. Can't quite get to it. He spills it. Christensen comes up. We managed to get the ball away only as far as Hipwood. On the top of the 50. Comes into about 40. Bastanak and Leicester there. Leicester gets to it. He's in a dangerous position. He's going to have to play on and try and get it back a bit. Hipwood gets to it. Hipwood's a left-footed player, so he probably can slot that. Oh, narrowly goes for a behind. We're currently losing in the second quarter to Carlton, but we might be able to get back here with Bastanak. Bastanak, the former North Melbourne man. The wind is a little bit wild, but Bastanak brings it back for the Lions. Big Basti. I love Bastian Schweinsteiger, the footballer, so Basti is doing quite well for us. Zorko. Oh, Rockcliffe intercepts. Puts it to the top of... Oh, my God. Hipwood and his Carlton marker completely missed time it, but Bastanak Gets it. Is he going to claim his second here? Bastanak steps up. Oh, he doesn't. Man, the wind is really, really affecting us here today. Oh, how has Leicester gotten to that? Leicester steps up. Oh my God, what a goal from Leicester. What was the angle on that? Holy shit. It's kind of towards the forward pocket. But he manages to pick up a screamer. Narrowly scoring. Mitch Robson puts it to full forward. Eric Hipwood's there. And perfect timing from the teenager. Cool, calm and collected. Gets the mark. And the wind's blowing behind him. But Hipwood with the left should be good enough. Here we go. We've stretched the lead to roughly or just over 20 plus points now. For the Lions, Hipwood scores his first goal of the match. We're in the second half now. The sun has come out. Beams, the former Collingwood man, puts it up top to Close. Fresh off the bench. Close hits it to full forward. Jared Janssen gets the mark. Come on, Janssen. Put this one into the back for us. Put this one home for the Lions. Janssen puts his laces through it. It's a poor attempt. He nearly narrowly didn't kick that, but Jared Janssen puts the Lions in front. Still in the third quarter now. Stephen Martin loses the ruck battle. Hipwood and Carlton rush it out for another out of bounds. Another ball up. Stephen Martin as well. Loses the ruck battle, but we managed to collect it. Carlton trying to clear only as far as Rich at half forward. We managed to intercept. Rich steps up with the wind with him. He scored a cracker against Geelong. Hipwood outmuscles his opposition. Outjustles him. Hipwood makes it 38 points for the Brisbane Lions to Carlton's 7. Christensen celebrating with him once more. And that's it. The full-time whistle has blown. The siren has sounded. 3 victories here today in this episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys. This was round 18. Stay tuned for episode 7 of the AFL Live Brisbane Lion Coach Career Series. Yeah, so thanks very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this series and want to see more, the best thing you guys can do is leave a like, a comment, and subscribe if you're new around here. Social media links if you want to stay connected with me on them. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all in the description below. If you guys want to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, maybe AFL Live Evolution, maybe Football Manager, maybe some PSN and Xbox codes to buy packs for FIFA Ultimate Team, check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below for cheap and reliable games. Patreon and Steam group there as well. Come and join the community on Steam. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Mahrez whips it into the box. Royce! That is just ridiculous. With the layup, Marco Royce